Hello there, tarot friends. I'm finally back on a Sunday. I have not seen you since the Sunday before Easter, but I was on with Chris the last Thursday of March over on his channel, which was super fun, and it was lovely to see you all then. But I have not been down here in the studio in my little hideaway chair since before Easter. Thought I was going to, no, that's not even right. I think it was 2 weeks before Easter because I went, I don't know, it doesn't matter. I met Sarah on the 23rd, and I don't remember if I saw you that next day, and then I was gone for a long time. Is that right? Anyway, it's been over a month, and I'm so excited to be here with you. We've been busy, as you might have imagined, and usually when we have sporadic things happening on the weekends, then I will not be here on a Sunday. It just kind of depends. If we kind of have a wide open and chill weekend, then I'll pop on. It's just balancing out family stuff, of course. But we've had a good time. We've had some nice milder weather, and we've gone back to cold again. Yesterday it snowed here. I mean, just a tiny bit. It didn't stick or anything, but this is just a snapshot of the last month or so. And today I have some things I've been working with lately. I have some new treasures to show you, some things that are like brand new in the plastic still. I have kids jumping upstairs, and we're going to do a little preamble to a series that I'm going to start doing, which is about like real life stuff and how I deal with shadow work. So we'll talk about that too. I mentioned it a couple months ago, and there seemed to be some interest, and really, I just think it will be useful. My plan is to tell you some real life stories and experiences, and I've been gathering those so basically the series is going to be called Shadow Walking with Someone I Know, and I'm collecting these different lived experiences to share with you, and then we're going to go through and use cards to figure out how to shadow work it, right? Get some answers about some of the more difficult things in these people's lives, and just kind of walk through like, what does that mean? Like, what are some practical things that we can all do to work through those kinds of things in our life. So anyway, that's coming up. I feel like it's better to do it in the spring. So I waited a while. I mentioned it a long time ago, but I feel like with, more sunshine for most of you, that it might be a little better to handle those things during that time. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing today. It's a bunch of whatever and a little bit of a preamble into that, which I just kind of told you. So I don't know how much more we even need to touch on that today. But when you see that pop up as the title, that's what we'll be doing. So trigger warnings abound. Just know that it will be real life stuff that we're talking and working through. Chris is here. Hello, my beautiful friend. How are you doing today? Sandra's here. Hello. I have started about 3 different Sandra videos and not been able to finish them because of other just random things popping off. So anyway, I have a very scattered start to several different videos. But anyway, that's to say she has some cool stuff going on right now, as always. So go check her out. Donna's here. Hello. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Tammy Pie is here. Or she's here. Hello, what a special treat you are today. And Jamie's here. Sip, sip. I did take one before we started just to test it out. Cheers. Yesterday, I was going to schedule this, and then I was dizzy and lightheaded a little bit and just like weird feeling for like 5.5, 6 hours yesterday. So I was like, I better not schedule it because what's even wrong with me? I don't know. Good times. But then I was normal this morning, and I was actually feeling better like by the time I went to bed yesterday. So Don't know. Oh, okay. Fatima, hello. Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yes, new treasures, one of which is like a copy of one that I had sent you. It's like a Sandra deck in my heart, and I have not even opened it yet. Elspeth is here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I don't know if you've been here or not before, but I know you from Chris's chats, and I'm sure others, probably Simon's, right? Jackie's Crystal Moon is here with us today. Hello. Yes, treasure. Treasures abound. This is like a haul and what I've been doing and, hanging out and catching up with you all because I've been, not around lately. Jamie says, "My Chris." Okay, good. Sounds amazing. Sounds really interesting. And I feel like Donna had said that I know I did it up in my tarot room when I first was like talking about it. So I have been doing some work behind the scenes, getting things like timelines and notes and things in order because I kind of want to do it in this certain order. So anyway, hopefully it's interesting and helpful. Hello, Tom. How are you doing today? Our Debbie's here. Amazing. Dare I say my favorites are here? Nomi. Do you all know who this is? For real. Hello. Thank you for being here. Oh, Chris finally bought a new TV. Yes, tell me what you've all been up to because I really miss you and I wonder, like, what are they up to today or this week or the last month since I've been MIA? Finally bought my new TV. Gets delivered Tuesday. Oh, nice. So from Tuesday on, when I'm watching your lives, you'll be cast on 65 inches of high definition gorgeousness. Wow. I mean, isn't that what I truly deserve? Thank you so much for that. Tony is here. Hello. Okay. Okay. Oh, I hear dad voice up there. Blah, 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 blah. Something about, I don't know, toys too close to the TV or something, probably. Okay. My comments are being weird. Ooh, okay. So speaking of spending too much money, I have a lot of new things to show you, but it has been like very spread out because like I was telling Sandra and you all, I have the one deck that I've had since before Christmas and it's still wrapped. But again, this is just my life right now. I get little, fits and spurts of being able to go do tarot stuff. And I choose to come hang out with you instead of go sit and open new things and do giant readings in my tarot room because you are the best. And so I put these things to the side. Is it pronounced Maria? I don't know. I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. Is it like a Thoth sort of thing? Or it's like it's like a branch of something. I don't know. School and work, that's been it, along with the dogs and birds and hubby. I know, right? Like just regular old life is busy. Nomi says, "You're in a busy phase of life with your young kids. I'm amazed at all you do." Well, thank you. Yes, it is a busy phase. And since I was here last, Max had his spring break. That was the week that I was on with Chris. So then he was home during the days, which helped a lot, but was also more work probably, mostly because Vela was just like extra crazy, like having him around. But, it just is what it is. We just lean in to each day. A modern thought. Okay, speaking of which, this is a lovely segue because one of the things I brought is a deck that I got in September and I have used it one time. I love it. But again, I'm a girl with a lot of decks and small to moderate amounts of time. I do usually do Chris's spreads on a Thursday. I did 4 cards of the spread this week and then it was karate time. And then usually then on Friday mornings or Saturday, then I'll pull the rest. But I just did not have the time. So Anyway, this is one of my birthday decks that I got from NPC. As you know, I buy decks by friends for my birthday, which is in September. I don't know if I just said that or not. I mean, Lennon Smith is not necessarily my friend, but I mean, like, just regular Joes. You know what I mean? I buy decks by people in this beautiful community, and I can't wait to show you. We'll start with this one. Okay, so Tom is like showing, I've seen other people say, Tony says, I'm disgusted at what I spent this month on tarot. I mean, a full blowout, never done before, never again. I am so excited. Do you have a video to tell us of these sins? Could you please? Chris says, I've done something similar. Must be something in the stars. Do you know what it is for Chris? Is Oneness Emporium. Because Cheryl Santa is, you know, in the neighborhood, and now it's very easy for him to do these hauls. That's my guess. Oh, Nomi says, I just went on a big stationery splurge, so I'm with you all who've spent a lot lately. I feel like it's a great time for new stationery. Oh, Jamie's newest deck is the B Tarot. Excellent. Right, Tony is really cool. Show us what you got. Okay, my top arrow still doesn't work. Why are you like this? Okay. This month has been brutal for me on tarot and occult. Y'all, what's going on with us? Okay. Okay, let's have another sip. Oh man, Vela has to get like a baby root canal basically. It's called a pulpotomy. Isn't that disgusting? I'm one of her back molars on Thursday, and I'm going to be a big faker on Thursday and be like, we're going to go to the dentist and get your tooth fixed. It's going to be so easy. Oh God, I hate it. You guys, I hate it. Okay, anyway, doesn't Chris have all the decks? Lots of books purchased too. Okay, I don't even know what 78 project decks. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to stop myself because one of the things I bought over the last, so these things I'm showing you are the past several months. One of them is a Shining Woman tarot. Okay, it's fine. Let's give these a little shuffle and then I will show you. So Lennon Smith's, I can't remember if this is the essential or the quintessential thought. I think this is the essential. And then there's a quintessential, which is even a closer zoom in. So for me, this reminds me of Kelly Fitzgerald's Story in Color Lenormand, one of my favorite things. And it's like the essence, like boiled down to like the color feeling of the card, if that makes sense. Ooh, Tammy Pie says, I was just thinking about this deck. The Hanged Man keeps landing on the bottom. Anyway, let's take a look. Hanged Man. I'm going to try to get you in a good spot. So this is sort of what this is like. The Death card I'm in love with. It reminds me of a painting I have up in my tarot room, actually. Isn't that gorgeous? Art, which I don't even know what that is. Thoth people are going to have to tell me. Is it Temperance? I'm not very thothy. I have new air elements, which I love. But I don't remember. Look at the devil. Okay. Oh, it is Temperance. Look at me go. Beautiful. Thank you, Tammy Pie and Chris. Look at the devil. It's so inviting and innocent. Look at that. Nomi, yeah, it is. Tower. Yep. Seeing red. Oh. Star. This is very similar to Kelly's Lenormand star card. Janie's here. Hello, Jane. Thanks for hanging out with us. Aries. That's my moon card, y'all. Some of these are kind of in order because I only overhand shuffled it just now. And I think I had pulled out, not the elements, the zodiacs when I used this last month. So anyway, it's kind of partially in order. It's whatever. Taurus, look how beautiful. Can you smell that card? Oh. Gemini. So fun. Cancer. Oh, the star card reminds me of Kristen's rune deck and or she's RWS. Yeah. Very similar to Kelly's, yeah. Taste even. Mm-hmm. Leo. Bright as the sun. Regina's here. Work lurking. Regina, can I share what's going on? I think I can because I think it was on your main page, but let me know and I'll drop some links. Virgo. That's hitting the nail on the head there. Libra. Scorpio. What will the depths of the ocean wash up onto the shore? That's perfect. Sagittarius. Capricorn. Daunting as hell. Aquarius. I just did right, Scorpio was on it. I just did a reading for Virgo, so much earth. Yes. It's hard to get the earth signs out of their element, even in a reading, I have found. Pisces. Multi-layered. And not the easiest to access. My rising card has rain. Okay, so now it's going to get all mixy, okay? 5 of Swords. So yeah, for Lennon's minors, it's the number and suit. And for the majors, it tells like the Thoth keyword. 8 of Swords, which I think is really gorgeous. Kristen, we were just talking about your deck. 9 of Swords makes me dizzy. The 10. Princess of Swords. Prince. Queen of Swords. Now there are different sizes and stuff of her decks online. She has a ton. There's one called like Graveyard Oracle or something. And that's in my cart right now at MPC. 5 of Wands. I'm skipping around a little bit to give you an idea. 6 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Tom says, I like this deck, but I don't know if I would like actually reading with it. That's fair enough. I really liked when I did it was just a reading I did for myself when I used this. It was good. Prince of Cups, Queen Cups. Knight Cups kind of has that Gemini vibe, like with the bubbles and rainbowy aspect. Here's an Ace of Swords. These might go really well. I didn't pair them with anything, but these might go really well with something like Soul Cards or like Kristen's deck, like we were talking about. 2 of discs. 3 of discs. Looks like some alien landscape. Oh, Ryan's laughing. He must be on the phone. Like, what's going on? Has his phone voice going on. 6 of discs. The 7. The 8. Yeah, the discs all are kind of like psychedelic-ish. That's the problem with MPC. I can't get out of there for less than $150. I know, because it's like you bulk up to get your money's worth on the shipping. But yeah. Remember a while ago, I couldn't remember the third deck that was in my cart. And I was like, it must not matter that much if I can't remember. But then I saw it and I was like, no, it does matter. It's Inner Dimensions by someone. I can't remember. But I learned that deck through Chris. And I love it. And that's the other thing in my cart. So I have like the Graveyard Oracle, but I don't really know what it's called. Cemetery Oracle. Something like that by Lennon Smith. And then I have Inner Dimensions. And then I have the some RWS. I already own the Hermit's Hybrid. So it's not that. I don't know. MPC spend a bajillion pounds on shipping and wait like 2 weeks. I know. Oh, here's some more majors. Let's look at these. Tammy Pie says, this makes me hungry. MPC's search options are still really bad. I find if I go through someone's link and then I shop from there, it's easier. Jane says, my guides love these cards. Zany is always on my desk. Let me scroll back with this stupid thing because mine's not working. Nine of Swords was on point. These cards are def a feeling. Yes. Yes. Fortune. Oh, sorry. Oh, the backs, by the way, look like this, which look like Kelly's Journey backs, right? I really need this deck and that deck to play with each other. Lust. There's more depth than you can see right now. Hold on. There we go. The Moon. I think this one came up in my reading I did, but it still obviously took my breath away. Did I show you the Fool? Because I wanted to. There it is. Isn't that beautiful? I feel like I'm coming up from underwater. Oh, Chris took Zany to his event. Are these poker or bridge size? Oh, Tom, I don't know. Oh, I can share what's going on. I don't know if I didn't see anything today. Okay, I don't live near Regina, okay? But I want to know what's going on with her temporary storefront and things like that. And I see the post always the next day. Okay, well, hello. I'm so glad that it's busy in there today. Okay, so are these poker or bridge? I'm not ADDing. They are I know what that means. Like playing cards are poker sized and bridge is smaller. These are, I don't know. Let me find something helpful and you can tell me. Oh, the chat was hopping. Yes, it is. Yes, Chris, tell us how it went. I know how it went. But tell our friends. Poker and bridge are not the same, right? Because bridge is like different width. Jamie says they look poker size. Yes, please help me. Phone a friend. Okay, here's Marigold Tarot, and I'm going to help this situation. Marigold Tarot, which was on our cover photo today. So here's, nope, that's not even the edge, dear. I swear. Oh, the month-long pop-up is done, which is why I can hang out. Okay, so Regina is gathering funds for a permanent storefront. Yes, for like a youuuu boutique tarot reading shop. Okay, so we're gonna find that link here in a moment. So this is what it looks like on top of Marigold. Jonathan Daly's here. It's Lenormand size. It is it's bigger than what I call standard Lenormand. Do you know what I mean? It's on a gorgeous linen. It's bigger than what I would call standard Lenormand, but it would be good for like houses. You know what I mean? Am I helpful at all? I did steal kitchen scissors to open some things, but I did not bring like a tape measure or anything, and I'm not real great with things like that. Just eyeballing it. I don't know. Is it like Little Normans? Yeah, maybe a tad bigger than that. Like here it is against my hand. Does that help anything? Yeah, it's this big. Not a clue. Okay, sip, sip. Oh, Tom. No, sorry. Here it is, next to the next new thing I'm going to show you. Tarot of Oneness Mini. So it's smaller than Tarot of Oneness Mini by that much. 4-year-old Deanne. I am. Boop, boop. So I bought Tarot of Oneness and the Mini, which I had been thinking about. Look at me leaning over like I don't even know how to use StreamYard. The lovely creator was on with Gerald and Richie and someone. Where does this go? Let's put this back. So anyway, this is one that I bought, like, I don't know, that was probably a month ago. And but here's why the last few months I have gotten myself a few treasures, because I got a bonus at work, and not like whatever. It was a big bonus for me because we usually just get little step increases, and we actually got the UAW bonus this year. So thank you, union. I'm non something represented employee. And we got the bonus. So what's going on? Hold on. Was it Jamie? Oh, Jamie. Okay. Gerald and Richard. I'm like, I don't know. I also bought a Gerald and Jane and Jamie when you all did Tarot of the Mystic Angel, Mystical Secrets of the Angels Tarot. I don't know, it's a long name. And you know how I am with titles. I don't know. I bought that too, like during the live. Y'all, look at me go. But I did also donate to Regina's storefront project and donated to a friend's cancer treatment and got Max some new fall clothes like for next year because they were exactly what I wanted and for a really good price. And I got Bela a summer wardrobe. And then I paid down one credit card, like a lot. It's good times. It's great. Jonathan says, I see a necklace I recognize. This is made by Jonathan Daly. This is a rose quartz Scully. She's a very light little Rosie. And it's so beautiful. I can't even describe it to you. It's amazing. And we made it live. I mean, I didn't make it, but my people came to assist, of course. And you can watch the progress and hang out for a fun chat a couple of years ago that was done in this room, actually. And he made this one live. Look at the cute little Tarot of Oneness book. Oh my gosh. So I saw that Tammy Pie said spacious or Tarot of Oneness. And I would say yes. Jamie with Gerald and Richie. It was Tony. I got the Oneness during his 2-part live. Thank you very much. Or she says, I love the spacious more, but people seem to like the Oneness. They feel different to me. Now, as I look down at this and I see that, okay, first off, the backs are speaking to the 7-year-old Lisa Frank fanatic in my heart. Oh my God. And look at the cute little sides. Okay. They're super different to me, even though, the Fool has a similar vibe here. Like I can see what you're saying, but there are, feet. Anyway. I mean, man, I don't know. Just right off the jump, I'm going to tell you they feel very different to me. Tarot of Oneness feels like it's a balance between like hands and animals, right? So you have a little bit of people aspect in there, hands and arms, things like that. But it largely feels like an animal deck to me. And Spacious does have the animals in it, but it's more like, the suits have, like the pentacles have the bears, so on and so forth. This feels more like eclectic to me. They feel very different. The cardstock is smooth, matte, but not sticky. Smooth means it's not sticky, right? It's really, oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like Lisa Frank stationery. Oh. High Priestess. See, this one, like this is inside. It's not as like purely nature-y like the Spacious Tarot is, right? Is that all outside, all nature-based? The Empress. See, we have hands here in the Hierophant. So I had seen this deck and been a fan of it for a while, but I'm like, do I need that? I have beautifully rainbow color decks. I have animal decks. I could probably wait on it. I don't know. It seems to be a fan favorite. But then seeing the creator and learning things about it, like that it has 2 lovers feels super Lenormand to me, and I'm obsessed. And so I was like, probably need that. But then there's other things like her extra cards and her concepts, things that she thought Hermit were missing from a traditional deck. Wheel of Fortune, how amazing is this? So her 12 is perspective. 13 is death and rebirth, which is nice. I feel like especially for beginners or even people who just maybe are a little jumpy about the death card. I'm not one of those, but it's nice. I could see when I was doing readings in person that this would be nice to have on there, that it just immediately says it. Temperance. Oh, the Star. Judgment is awakening. I'm not showing you everything, obviously, because I have lots of treasures going on. The World, and then the Higher Self card. That's my jam. So the Double Lovers and Higher Self really were kind of doing it for me. And Life Force Energy. This is a scene. She was with, I believe, 2 daughters, and this was a place they had come across. Life Force Energy. So these kind of extras, and then the Oneness card. Those are really, all of this like, oh, there's more. There's more. Present moment. How beautiful. Like, look at the art. Look at these colors. It's incredible. Present moment and synchronicity. So it has all these extra like woo aspects. And I was like, okay, just take my money. Just take it. 5 of Cups is a rainy window. 6 of Cups, little kind of scrapbook feeling. You know. The Courts are inspiration, action, spirit, and embodiment. And isn't that so cool? Right? Like the typical, like the Queen placement as spirit and the King as embodiment. I just really liked it. I love this. Loved the extras because for me they're super meaningful. Loved the renaming of the Courts. That's another great thing for a beginner, I think, is those renamings. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it's really workable. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. It's pretty and really well thought out. And it comes in a mini. So had to get that. Let's take a sip while we listen to my creaky wood floors. I can also see a lot of other decks in this one. Yeah. Liz is here, Michaela. And Sharon, hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sip, sip, everyone. We have other fun things to show. And then I will talk a bit more about like the shadow walking stuff since a few more people have joined in, but we'll do that at the end. So anyway, there's the mini. Yeah, and I thought there's a mini, I can just do that. That's great. But then I went for both so I can do my layers like I do, like Lenormand houses and then lay cards on top because it was so like striking a chord with me. I got both. This is what happens. Okay. Switching gears a little bit. I have more new things to show, but hold on. Remember when we did decks we never use, which was just easier to say than decks we haven't used in a while, or decks that we hardly ever use, or decks that we think about using, but then they sit on the shelf for whatever reason. Well, once I pulled those out, then I used them. I did like 3 weeks of one and 3 weeks of another, kind of get more in there instead of doing full months, because sometimes I don't even get my book out like every single day. I might do a week. I might pull it out on Monday and pull for the week. Um, Lost Forest was one of those. I did that for March. February. I don't remember when I did that, but I've used a few because of the way I was splitting it up. So I used Lost Forest, my goodness, and Hush Tarot. And I used Hush for Chris's spread the other night. And I was going to show some, even though I only did 4. I did show some of this last time. Do I even remember though? This feels like the storybook you find up in the attic. This is a like part people, part object, part animal deck. Like this is deep. Look at this 10 of Wands with this kitten and like the person like taking shelter under there. Is she real tired? Is she crazy? Has she been through it? And I don't know. This deck's great. Trying to remember. Oh, I put them down because I thought I'll finish this spread. They're right here. Didn't finish it. Maybe I still will. So I drew the Fool. I usually post so like Chris and everyone else can see, because elemental cartomancy is who I'm talking about, in case anyone's here doesn't know or someone's watching it back. And on his sip and sling on Thursdays, he will bring a spread, and then everyone at home plays along, draws cards, and we talk about it in the chat. And sometimes, of course, it will depend on, your images, like what is going on. So then, we'll like post pictures in Barely Balanced Tarot group on Facebook, like sometime over the next few days. I didn't do any of that this week except for draw the first 4 cards. So I have the Fool, and this having a ferret is more of like a negative connotation to me, just because of stuff and things. Then I drew 9 of Cups, which has a snake on it, right? That's important symbolism that's not on the typical Cups card. And then I drew King of Cups, I think was next. And then the actual problem, I just remember this in the spread. The 4th card was like, what is actually the problem or the challenge? And I have the 6 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yes. Tony is saying what I was just about to say. I really like the guidebook. Excellent for ye old shadow self. Yes. It's very good. It's not so dark that it's off-putting, but it doesn't shy away from the warnings in the card. And it also doesn't make the warning like this big, huge banner of a thing, right? It's really well done. The book is really well done. It incorporates both in a really nice way that's not super like obvious or I don't know. You know what I mean? It makes sense. Yes, this is the Hush Tarot. It makes sense, but it's not like scare tactic writing. It's just really authentic. Like look at the Chariot, and the book talks about how this horse is damaged, but sometimes you have to take what you can get and move it and move forward anyway. So it's this really nice mix of kind of dark and light, carousel horses, crows, things like that. Hierophant. It's really pretty. Like the images are like poetic feeling, and the book is really well done. That's what I would say. Okay, I'm gonna put this away and move on. Oh, creaky. Oh, okay. I saw the picture you added, and it was like this giant thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at everything they did while I was gone. I might still try to catch it up. Thank you for being here, Donna. We love you. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so maybe I'll kind of re-up and figure out what my cards mean, because I'm always like getting food ready, getting ready for karate, pulling cards. Okay, checking the phone real quick. Let's open the deck I was talking about. My friend's checking on me. Are you alive? Oh, sorry, because I was dizzy yesterday, Oh, or she, that's okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm just going to show a few more treasures and do kind of a recap of the Shadow Walk series that I'm going to kick off soon. We'll see. Okay, so now we have, Way Home got left down here last time. Let's open the deck. This is one that I had gotten on like a pre-order of a second run, I think. This is not it in this bag. I'm just looking to see what that is. Okay. I bought a few decks secondhand from one of my friends, and like I always call it the scammer group, but it's Know Me saved us from a scammer a few years back, and then we're friends now in this chat. And I bought 3 decks from that friend. Sip, sip. Okay. I'm going to do Regina's links too. Don't let me forget. Okay. So, Christmas deck. Oh, Scammer Survivors. Okay, that's better. I always call it the scammer group, and then I'm like, we sound evil. Anyway. Okay. You are invited to join us in the Dungeon Wilds. This is a different thing they have going on. A new cooperative card game from the creator of Goblins and Gardens, handmade 18-page zine with a complete guidebook and rule set, yada, yada, yada. Here's 15% off. Okay. Anyway, little advertisement for their other situations. So here is Goblins and Gardens. And I saw Logan at Larkin Legend do a walkthrough of this. And that's how I found out about it. And I was like, that deck is so charming and cool, and I want it. And it was out of print. And so I got myself on the mailing list. And then I got one for me and Sandra for Christmas. Yes. And I feel like springtime is a great time to bust this one out. So let me finally do that. Kitchen scissors. Here we go. Okay. I love this one too, and didn't know they had another deck. Yeah, so it's handmade. What's that item shop? Yeah, so a cooperative card game. So there must be cards, and then it's talking about like the magazine, guidebook, rule set, all of this. So I don't know. You'll have to check it out. It's by Jonathan William Sacha. Goblinsandgardens.com is where you go to see all the things. So anyway, yeah, I saw Logan showing this, and I was like, what? So this is like a I'll read it from the book so I don't mess it up because I'm not great with describing like art styles and things like that. But I do know that they've like collage, like cut and literally pasted, like from gardening encyclopedias and like nature things. Like that's what's up. No worries at all. Thank you for hanging out with us, and thanks for all you do. I need a seam ripper. I feel like I'd maybe hurt myself with that. Oh, Jonathan, it's kind of cool. So the box is like linen-y and everything. Come on. Box is really nice. It's really nice. Created by, art and designed by, written and edited by all Jonathan Sacha, plus written and edited by is shared with Mus Mendoza. Robin's here. Hello, Robin. Thank you for hanging out with us today. I was just watching Robin and Jane. Was that this morning or yesterday? My sense of time is off, probably because I was feeling really weird yesterday. Scissors. I have stuff like really spread out because this is like Ryan's little, I don't know, Zen woo area with his train track and his cat candle and crystals. And I'm trying not to, oh, Jane, that was yesterday. Okay. I had an off and on dizzy spell yesterday from 2 p.m. until like 7:30. And so I feel like now that I think about this morning, I know that I didn't see you and Jane then because I did breakfast for everyone. Well, Ryan cooked for me and then I cooked separately different foods at different times for the two kids. So it makes sense that it would have been yesterday. I had a super cozy couch day and then I just wasn't feeling great. And I think actually I maybe was just sitting around like a blob for too long. And that's part of what was making me not feel great. And maybe low blood sugar. And I don't know. I have no idea. Don't know what's wrong with me. Fine today. So the linen, oh, it's smooth, almost like glossy linen. Okay, so here we have the Fool. And there's our little goblin. And I'm going to read from the book because it's kind of a nice little write-up. The backs are super crazy, like gamer backs, right? It's amazing. Ryan has a woo area. How did I not know this? He just got even hotter in my mind, if that was even possible. He is super, super hot. Yeah, I showed it a little bit ago. Do you want to see? Even though I've like put scissors and stuff over here, let me make it look nice. I showed this a while ago, but I don't know. Maybe you weren't here that day. Tammy Pie's got to run. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and I will catch you soon. I can't hide. What's wrong? Oh my gosh, crazy. Okay, let me turn this around. Ready? Try not to get too dizzy. I have you all plugged in. So there's guitars and such. Okay, so there is, he's got crystals set out, a bunch of wax dripped down. That cat candle holder is, that used to be his Auntie Leah's. And his train track, which you can kind of see. Oh yeah, there you go. And my hair tie, ignore that. And some crystals. And then over here in the corner is like a castle with dragons and more candles on it. Okay. Bear with. A bong. No, it's an incense burner. Ryan is anti like anything. Tony, you're so funny. No, it's not a bong. It's an incense burner and a Lego car. And, so like half the crystals are gifts from me because I used to just occasionally give him a little something. And like I know that blue calcite and the carnelian are from me. And then we went to Renaissance Fest a handful of times since we've been together, and he'll always get a little crystal when we go to Renfest. So he's getting, a slowly building collection over here. That's a lot of guitars. Yeah, over there, it's like there's a cello that's torn apart that he's rebuilding, and then his first guitar ever is hanging up. Wait, yeah, that's right. Because the Parker Fly is red too, but that's over here. So that red one up there was his first ever. And then the prototype of the guitar he created is over there. And then all these back here are other things. This one is the one that he actually ended up with from the prototype. That might be it's a bass for sure. I don't think he has a 7-string anymore. It's not that. But anyway, and then I don't know, for you guitar people, he does love the Parker Fly, and that's that red one down on the floor. A couple acoustics. He's insanely talented at playing guitar, by the way. Okay. I thought it was literally just left out. No, I can't say he's straight edge because, I mean, he has the occasional drink, but he's like anti. One time in my life, I bought just like a packet of gummies for my nerve problem, my face, because they're like, this will take the edge off of it. And I was like, okay, give me those, please. So I think I had maybe like 5 or 6 total. And I told them when I was going to start taking them, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this because, they said it's going to help not feel like a full electric shock in my face. And it did help, for real. And anyway, that was like a big deal. He's like, do you feel okay? I was like, I feel like less of a bitch and a lot better, actually. Sip. Anyway. Okay. Magician. Oh, I keep telling you I'm going to read this and then I don't. It's amazing that any of you hang out here. Welcome, wanderer. Welcome to a world waxing wild. They're trying to get me to screw up here. Welcome to a world where you will find no masters, no heroes, no rewards for quests complete, no spoils of war, nor plunder of dungeons, and no evil for good to meet. Welcome to a world of daydreamers, water watchers, sunbathers, tree talkers, flower feelers, fruit eaters, layabouts, and lollygaggers. Welcome to the Jubilee at the end of the world. Welcome to every story that's ever been left behind. That is quite the intro. See, I had read that on the website and knew I wanted to read it. Goblins and Gardens is a tarot deck featuring artwork collaged together from gardening encyclopedias and Dungeons and Dragons books and modules. So that's what you are looking at. I have never played D&D before, but I loved this idea, this mashup of things. And I was like, well, just going to get it. High Priestess. These cards are like what I'd call oracle size, by the way. Empress. And I was just so impressed by this. Like, honestly, all the cuts, like, this is a lot of work. The Emperor. See, Sandra says, I haven't played D&D either, but I just love this deck. Yeah, I like to have a little piece of the, D&D magic, even though I know nothing about it. Not nothing. I live in the world. I know something about it, but the Hierophant. But if you're into D&D, then maybe it's extra cool. The Lovers. This says a lot, doesn't it? The Chariot. Strength. Oh, Riffle Shuffler's Dream. Chris is talking about Everyday Witch, I think, that he got from Oneness Emporium, as I was saying. Look at this hermit. I love this. I knew Jonathan had played a lot, and like, look, there's a deck he didn't know about. And the cardstock is, it's not super like rough. You know what I mean? They are big cards, but it's not like a cardboard, you know. I think I might even be able to riffle it even though it's oracle size. We'll check it out here in a bit. Just so nice. Death. With the Scullies. Temperance with the Lotus. Is that drawings photoshopped into the photos? I think it's all, I don't think he drew the D&D figures. I think, so like this part, this is going to be his art. And then like these Lotus are like cut and paste from gardening encyclopedias. And then the figures, I mean, I don't know, is she a D&D person? I feel like, you know, these are taken from guidebooks and modules. So I think it's all cut and paste. Oh, I'm just giving you shit, but it's fine. Oh, Sandy got him. Let's read this whole thing. Sandy was in air. Is that how you say that? For a Lorcana competition yesterday. That's the card trading game. Sandy's into cool stuff, you guys. We're all card people here. And he went into their Wii Tarot shop and got me that deck and a spread cloth. How sweet. So, Jonathan, these things are like cut and collaged. Okay, so yes, it's from modules and guidebooks. Yes. See, isn't it cool? And that's so cool too. Like the D&D is the black and white aspect, and then it's in like this natural world. The devil with the strawberries, that's perfect, right? Tower. That's kind of scary with like the people climbing up. Ooh, that scares me more than like a regular one that's just fire. Isn't that beautiful though? Look at that. Gosh, okay. The star. There's a lot going on here. I feel like this is going to be great with charms because there's so many little things. Like if my tree charm lands next to this rat creature with like human hands, I don't know. There's just a lot of layers going on. The sun. It's just a very cool, don't have anything like it in my collection kind of thing, right? I have a few collage decks that I love, but they're just not, it's not like mixing these two worlds, and I think it's working really well. Look at the cute dragon on the Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead a bit. Oh gosh. Hitting things. Five of Swords, this is cool. Yes, beautiful use of color. It's really rich and full and detailed. I want to see. Ace of Wands. Look at that little creature. For the 5, check this out. 6 with like Medusa or Medusa sort of figure. I saw like a Kali a minute ago too. 8 of Wands. So it's sort of like animal, creature, person, you know, like mythical. I don't know. These people are all in D&D. No clue. Queen of Wands. She's really cool. Hey, fun boy. I'm actually not doing any readings today. We might draw some at the end to do collective, but I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm just kind of showing some things I've been working with lately and some new things and talking about a series that I'm going to start up here in the future. Okay, so on and so forth. These are really cool. Cool. Okay, I'm going to see about, that's a beholder, the ball with the eyes. Oh, look at Jonathan with info. I'm going to see, this is gold gilded. I'm going to see about riffling it. So Jonathan, are the backs like part of D&D like game, like scorekeeping situations? This is what I would assume. And I think it's really cool. Okay. We're going to not get these going reversed, obviously. Oh yeah, see, okay. It's oracle sized and it's easily riffled. And I can say that because my hands aren't always the best. I'm not going to try to bridge it right now, but I might on the next one. It is gilded, so whether you want to do that or not, but I just wanted to see it's not like stiff even on the edges. You know what I mean? It's really nice, like pliable. It's good stuff. If I can riffle like an oracle size, that's amazing. Okay, Jonathan says I haven't used that type of charting before. So who knows what that is, but that's what it feels like to me. So it's a very cool collection of easy peasy. And a bridge is fine too, but I let it go a little quick because I don't want to bend it too much. It's great. Cardstock is an A+. Okay. So let's see. Let's draw one from here and see what we get, and then I'll show you some more things. Shining Woman, anyone? Which is the precursor to Shining Tribe. I found one from like a private seller. King of Cups. I almost showed this one and then I didn't. So here's our card for the collective for today, for the week ahead. I don't know, whatever you feel like. It's 3 p.m. here. We start bedtime at 7:30, so maybe I'll use this for my week vibe. King of Cups. Okay, let's see what the book says. Yeah, it's mostly show and tell. And then I talked a little bit about my shadow walking series, and we'll do that again at the end for anyone that missed that at the beginning. King of Cups. Let's just see how specific it is to the book. I think it's going to be very I can read. Those are coins. 7 Night King. Okay, so this says gaze, mirror. So these are keywords. Gaze, mirror, deep truths, and balanced. The mongrelman stares out across the water. He is a mirror to the rest of the world. Interesting. All see the darkest parts of themselves as they gaze upon him. What a wonderful time to talk about Shadow series again. So he lives alone with cacti that would never harm him. He wears a crown of flowers. He is happy knowing that there is kinship in all living things. You are not lost, but found, in fact, balanced. And then a quote, isolation comes from insula, which means island. You are deep in your emotions. So a nice little read up there, yeah? Gays? What? Who called the gays? I mean, always me. You're very welcome. I finally found an Estonian plant oracle created by a folk witch. Okay, is this not the most Tony sentence ever? What does that even mean? Oh, need to navigate the website and language on the cards. Okay. Okay, I get it now. Specifically, folk witch created an Estonian plant oracle. Okay, all right, we're on it. Tony's interests are specific, y'all. Okay, so. Oh, I think you said gays. This is amazing. Yes, I'm always calling. Okay. Calla Lizzie said, I had a next door neighbor who was Estonian, probably one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Okay, who is this? Now I have like a vocalist. Oh, I'm never going to get it without Lauren. Dang it. What was her name? Kirli? Hold on, I do know it. Not to be confused with Kirlia, like the Pokemon. Maybe that's why I like that card so much. Okay, what is happening? Kirli? Kirlia Evolution. No, who's the girl though? How do you say her name? Kirli? Nope. Estonian singer. Okay. Kerli. Yeah. There you go. Man. This is her. I used to binge a song of hers. Is it so fun watching me scroll on my phone? Anyway, I don't know what the song is. I'll post it in the group later. It was one I used to listen to when I was driving a lot for work, not when I was commuting a lot for work, but before that, like in my, I don't know, 20s, when I was doing like title abstracting. And I used to have her on my, like on a burned CD in my car. She's a witch too. See this? Okay. Yeah. So another gorgeous person. When you said my next door neighbor, one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, I'm like, wait, I also have a beautiful Estonian woman filed away in my brain. Sorry, I keep smacking this table. Yikes. Okay, post shuffle, as Regina would say. Is this right? Yes. Okay. Let's see. So a quick talk again about shadow walking with someone I know. I've been collecting stories, like real life stories, events, lived experiences, and I will be sharing those things with you anonymously through me. And then those will be, and a lot of them are going to be triggering, right? So it's like deep, dark shadow stuff. And we will talk about it and draw cards to work through, to show you what I do for shadow work, which I do 100 things for shadow work, but specifically with tarot, like how do I work through those things and revisit things that sort of need to be, sorted, as it were. So that's what we're going to do sometime. Maybe I'm going to start the next time I come on a random Sunday. I've been compiling a bunch of notes and kind of making a timeline of things to make it like this kind of overarching. It will, at the end, I mean, it will be sort of like this life arc. Okay. I wanted to write it in a way that, even though it might be experiences gathered from different people, I'm going to make it sort of seem like one story arc, if if that makes sense. So we're going to do that. Let's look at Shining Woman. I think I meant to bring, I think I did. Okay, so here's Shining Tribe. This is like the 2001, 2004 with the red backs. So there's a new one out now that has like a pink and white box. Refusing to pull cards from the deck for me to read. I always struggle with my shadow refusing to pull cards. I got you. So there's a new Shining Tribe out. I'm hoping, by the way, that with this like shadow walking thing that we're doing, that it will maybe make it, it will maybe give you some ideas about facing some things that maybe you've been shutting away, and kind of make it like this accessible ground and give you some practical ideas. I'm sure you all, have things you do for shadow work, but I do think it gets kind of tricky sometimes. And you're like, what should I even do about this? So I kind of hope to, unearth it and kind of make it like, this is what we do. And it does matter. You write a letter to yourself and that matters. And you apologize to someone in your heart and that matters. You have a difficult conversation with someone or you choose not to, and that matters. And things like that, like trying to like give some ideas. So here we have Speaker of Stones. Robin had shown his the other day, and I think he was on by himself. I don't know. My concept of time is weird. But anyway, check out Robin at Toadstool Tarot for his recent stuff as well. And I was talking about, that might have been last weekend. It was last Sunday. So whatever the date that was, my niece was here. And so I had to bail. I was hanging out for like 45 minutes, I think. And then I had to take off. But he was showing the new one has white borders all around. And these, I was talking about this sort of like ombre, like goldenrod to like beige, which I really like. So I don't know if this was 1 or 2 months ago. I went on a Rachel spree and I bought this. And I didn't buy the new one because I'm like, well, I can wait because that just came out. I'm going to buy this early 2000s one. And I found a copy of Shining Woman on a website that seemed, pretty reputable, And here is, the cardstock is so buttery and amazing. Oh, spent a little bit of my bonus on this. These are the backs. It's bitty and I love it. So here it is next to the red backs, which are like standard size. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the running. See how cute? Okay. Let's see. Are the images the same? I have not even looked at them side by side. I've used them both. I've used the red backs once and Shining Woman, I think 3 or 4 times now. Let me see. I think so. So here's the front. Like, here's what this looks like. Let me try to find. It's all mixy. I had mine out when Robin was on last Sunday, and I was like shuffling it like tarot fanatics do. Let me just try to find a side by side. Hanged Woman. Has the tree at the top. Close but no cigar. Do you love the solar system at the bottom of the tree? Because I do. Two of Stones. This deck feels very like shamanic, Native American art. Are the images the same? So yes, they are. with some color changes, some just tone, but some are like total. Like the original Hanged Woman is like skin tone, and the 2001 woman is in red. I don't know if I can get these like, there we go. But the rest of these things, now this figure also has changed to red. This little creature up here, not a creature, it's like a goddess figure. But the rest of it by and large is the same, right? But we have different background colors, different border colors, things like that. So yeah, is that not amazing? I don't know if the book is the same as well. I did get a book with it. This person I bought it from said that she was with Rachel. She met Rachel at a conference. Can't remember the website now, but I kept the card, like the business card. But do you think I know where that is? But I could I could probably find it on my phone. Let me look. Yeah, Tony says I prefer the Shining Woman. I think I do too. I mean, not only because it's like a little smaller, it's like so cute, but I don't know. The cardstock is a little better. I say this with hesitation because let me see if it just comes up. Shining Woman Tarot. So I paid $150 for this and the book. The new Shining Tribe Tarot, like right now, an Amazon listing popped up for $36.81. There's a Shining Woman on eBay popping up for $159. Let me find. Eclectic Amazon eBay. It wasn't that. Insights Boutique? Yeah, I think this was it. And it says out of stock. So it says $148 right now. That's probably what I paid for it. So this was my listing. And she even offered Afterpay. So I paid like $37 at a time. Oh, and Robin says the Hanged Woman you just held up looks to be identical to my copy of the Shining Tribe, which is the newest one. So that's good to know. So anyway, where is like the shop? So this person has, it says Insights Boutique, and then it says like vintage occult gifts, a cosmopolitan collection of rare tarots and oracle cards, books, and other metaphysical treasures, new old items added weekly. Free shipping for orders over $78. Use code FOOL at checkout. And you can visit the mini boutique Sunday afternoons at 3409 University Drive in Durham. That's going to be North Carolina. So just if you need to know. So, and this person's name is April. So she's got like a legend, the Arthurian Tarot, listed for $138 by Anna Marie Ferguson. Here. So, you know, a Dante Tarot for $248. And then there's other thing, you know, she has Inner Child cards for $33. The Rabbit Tarot for $33. So, I mean, it's a range of like prices and things like that, obviously, just depending on how valuable the thing is. Just some like random stuff. Tarot Masonique for $248. That looks like super legit. Tarot of the Ages, $68. You can check out some things. Anyway, you get the idea. Wanted to look that up for you because it was legit. She was legit. Sent me my stuff. Oh, how much is she asking for the Buddha Tarot? I don't know. Let me check it out. Insight Boutique. Insights, plural, boutique. Where is the shop? Buddha Tarot. 158. Anyway, some vintage silkscreen zodiac postcards for $11. I don't know. It's a treasure trove, y'all. Jonathan says, I have the older Shining Tribe. And Chris says, same, Jonathan. And I have the new one on order. Back designs are different on all three. You're very welcome. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm so glad that I got the Biddy one too. And I really have to say, when I did my first pull with Shining Woman, I told Chris, I always get, when I do get a deck, even if I'm not showing it on here, if I open it up, I shuffle it about and pull one out to just say what's our vibe basically. And I always get Star, Moon, Queen Cups, Empress, right? Something like this, High Priestess, right? These super femme, mothery, feely type things. And I pulled, which is beautiful. I love it. But I pulled the Strength card from this one and felt really awesome. And was like, thanks, Rachel, for the Strength card. So it was a moment I was having. But yeah, I got super, I've always been a fan, but I just got super, I don't know, into it. Probably 2 months ago now. And I was like, I need Shining Tribe in my life. What am I even doing? And then, of course, found that copy of Shining Woman. And I was like, okay, let's do it. I'm glad I did. It'll probably be the one I use more. I thought you were going to say just to say hello. I don't know what I said. Okay, do I have anything else to show you? A couple things. Nope, that's Lennon's Essential Thoth. Goodness gracious. I'm not going to have drawstring bag rage right now, am I? Live on YouTube? I would never. To the deck, you said to check your vibe. Oh, just to say hello. Yeah, that too. That too. Tribe to woman, then back again. Shining Woman was first, and Shining Tribe has been everyone after. And I do believe she has said somewhere to make it more inclusive, to feel that this is the tribe, that everyone is the tribe. I think that maybe Chris read that out, or I don't know. So is this? Oh yeah, I didn't think so. This bag came from my friend. We're almost done. We're gonna wrap up soon. My friend from the Scammer Survivor group that I bought something from. I already forgot. I didn't tell you what. Yeah, though I got Tarot of the She and Flowers of the Night Oracle, which is something that I have always wanted. When I first found out about Becca, I would listen to her when I was driving on my commute. And even though I was listening to old videos, binging them, she was in this phase years ago where she would draw Flowers of the Night Oracle card at the end of whatever she was talking about. And every single time it was lined up specifically with what was going on in my life right then. And I was like, I have to get this deck. Yeah. And one time she said, whatever words she said were the exact same words, on a billboard that I was passing. It was really crazy. It was a really weird thing. Okay. People thought Shining Woman was a deck for women and she didn't want other people being put off using it for that, hence the name change. Okay. That's what I thought. So, Tarot of the She, Flowers of the Night Oracle, and then I think this is called Mother Mary Oracle or Oracle of Mary, something like that. Nope. Modern Mary Oracle, created by Redfish Tarot. This is available on Etsy. I don't know if both versions are available on Etsy, but I bought this also from my friend. And she was like, oh, I'm sending you both versions because she's like, of course I bought both, so I'm going to send you both. So that was like a total bonus. Okay. I could probably share one. They're largely similar. Okay. Yeah, that's what I think I said, but maybe I wasn't clear. Yeah, nothing is a coincidence. I really don't feel that way. Okay. Anyway, Modern Mary Oracle. I've been wanting like a Mary and a Mary Magdalene Oracle for a while. I have one Mary Magdalene Oracle I need to get in it. But I've been feeling more called to this again lately, this Mary vibe. I feel like the words are really like expansive, like there's an expansive collection of keywords. Soul Tribe, it's a bunch of Marys. Is that hilarious? I think it is. Plus, look at the backs. Does that look like your aunt's kitchen table from like 1978? Karma card, hope. So yeah, she sent me both versions. As I said, there are slight differences in like where the names are, and I don't know. Yeah, this is just beautiful, calm warrior princess. I say calm, and then the warrior comes out like Buddha, union, nourishment, so on and so forth. Backs are the same on this other version, and this one has black bars at the bottom. I don't know which one was more recent here. I think there are one or two cards that were different or had the names changed. Yes, this is a beautiful Mary deck. It really is, and I feel like it's pretty usable. You know what I mean? Remembering. I feel like there's a lot there. I get that, Robin. I think because it was Rachel's deck, it could have been called No Men Allowed, and I still would have gotten it and left it, but I'm a weirdo fanboy. Karma, the here and now, forgiveness, grace, soul tribe. Oh, right. So this is different because the other one was all the blue and white Marys, right? Like the kind that people put drugs in all the time in movies. Right? Love. I love the red on the love card because sometimes it goes like softer than that. And I feel like love is very intense and it's not always, it's not always gentle. Like the other day, I like screamed out at the kids in the garage because something I can't remember what was happening even. And I'm like, I'm so sorry for yelling. Like, this is motherhood in a nutshell. I was like, I'm so sorry because I like screamed really loud. What happened? Vela was like kind of starting to like climb the shelf, and like Max was doing something, and I told him to do something and he didn't do it. And then I had to go over near him, and then she was climbing the thing, and I like screamed to make everything stop and like to grab her. And then they were both like shook. I'm like, okay, well, fucking, but I'm like crying. Like, I'm sorry. This is all what's coming out to me in this love card. Okay. And also that there's a black cat, like the protector, like a Queen of Wands thing. Then I sit them down and I'm like, I'm so sorry that I was yelling, that I screamed. Like, I corrected myself. I'm like, I really did scream. I'm so sorry. I thought she was about to get hurt. Plus I have like panic disorder about her getting injured because of stuff and things. And so I'm like, it was fear-based. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I got really anxious and scared, and I love you so much, and I don't want you to get hurt, and I didn't want he was about to also get hurt. This is what they do, y'all. So anyway, that's my story about, I'm glad there's red on the love card because it's all encompassing and it's like a spectrum, and sometimes love makes you scream. Peace. Inner wisdom. GOT, I think. Faith. Surrender. You get the idea. Devotion. Look at that. That's amazing. It's their job to take years off your life by scaring you. It's a thing. Oh, totally. We will wear you down. Goddess card. That's cool. Trust and truth. Oh, I like that it's not just one figure or one word. Trust and truth. Maybe we're going to use this for our shadow walking with someone I know. Okay. Anyway. Here's one I like too. Mainline. Okay. Anyway, keeping those separate here. Maybe I'll do a side-by-side of those someday and show you where they're actually different. I did just like flip through and see, but I think again, it was just like one or two cards. And then do I have a last but not least? I didn't put the Tarot of the She bag in here. Getting Mary on the phone. Yeah. So here's another bag, and she made this. I'm going to put her link in the group later because I bought Oracle of Echoes from this person too a couple years ago, and she like sends me her homemade handmade bags when I buy decks from her. Bonus. She's like, I never keep the boxes. Sorry. I'm like, don't even care. The backs of the book. Now this one has color in it. I don't remember if there's an earlier edition that was purely black and white or if they all had color, but I also have Nocturna Oracle, which is like a nighttime animals and creatures and flowers deck. And I'm obsessed with nighttime. So had to get it. Strength, Rose of Mexico. This one has like little touches and brushes of color. Release, Japanese honeysuckle. Creation, a night blooming daylily. Did you know there was such a thing? Emotions, evening stock. Protection, clove pink. I just love it. I love the nighttime. Devil's trumpet for death. Restore is the rain lily, and that's how I feel about rain. Oh. Robin says, I'm getting nostalgic for the old bone and cord style telephones. These flat ones just don't have the same charm. It's true. I think about this little like tan taupe colored phone that I had. There were two of them actually, just like little play phones. And that was so fun. And I used to just like sit at my grandma's writing desk and pick up the phone in my room at her house, like because I lived there for a while when I was little. Me and my parents all lived there when my brother was born, because prior to that we had a tiny little house. But anyway, I think about that phone all the time. So fun. Anyway, you get the idea. Passion, red flare, water lily. These are big old oracle cards, good for chime casting and such. Motivation, visualization. devotion, power with Queen of the Night. It's a good balance of words, you know. Intimacy, the evening star. That's so beautiful. Anyway. Oh, readiness with a Nottingham catchfly. Look at that. Oh, I hear Link. They're playing Breath of the Wild upstairs. And last but not least, I didn't show you all of them. Patience with the Japanese wisteria. Jonathan says, I'm lurking while cooking breakfast. That is perfect. I am going to pack up all these cards and probably leave them sitting here for a while because that's what I do. I had Way Home and Marigold down here from last time, which maybe, did I have those down here when I was reading with Chris? Yeah, I used Way Home, I think. Yeah. Anyway, going to pack these up and leave them sitting here for a while because that's what I do. But maybe I'll take them up this time and be nice. So yes, thank you for hanging out with me, looking at things I've been using lately, which I guess was only the Hush Tarot. And I mean, I pulled Marigold out for a second, but when we did that, you know, decks we never use thing, that helped me to get, you know, I just left that collection out and then used them. So I did want to mention that was a helpful thing that came from that little exercise we did. So thank you for that. Thanks for hanging out and watching my little haul of, you know, things from Christmas onward. Now there are more, but my tarot room is so in chaos that there's not even an order of, okay, this is what I should show next. I do still have my tarot room, but if I'm up there right now, if I'm up there, Vela will just be like pounding down the door to get to me. Not screaming anymore, probably, because she's getting older every day. But she'd be just like constantly calling for me, and Ryan would have to like take them up to the playroom or go outside instead of just hang out and eat and play Link and whatever they want to do. So because of the Vela stage right now, I'm down here in the studio when I do tarot time, if it's a time that the kids are home, because otherwise I will be under siege. And Chris says, I'm going to go watch the video of Vela saying hi. I do need to bring her on sometime to say hi to everyone, because there's a Max video. I think it's when I showed, I don't know if it's in the title, but it's when I showed the Prism Tarot by Liz Landis. And that's the video where, I mean, it happened more than once, but there's like 20 people that he shouts out in that video. So if you ever want to hear your name from Little Max's mouth, you can go check out that video because it is adorable. And he's like, hi, Jamie, to Jamie. It's real cute. Yes, maybe me and Max will glide you at like bedtime tonight, because when he and I go up to do meditation and stuff, yeah, I feel like the last time he glided you was maybe in January for his birthday, but was that like a year ago January, or was that this January? I don't know. My kids are cute, and I'm gonna go hang out with them. And like when I walk upstairs right now, they're gonna be like, mommy, and like hug my legs. That's what they do. Oh yes, because I had him say, I was like, can you say Tonowek Nezuafili? And he did. Amazing. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I love you all so much, and I will see you soon.